Today's prayer card is from Jeremiah 33:3, and it says, "Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." Hello everyone and welcome back. Olivia here with Olivias from Home, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some fun and easy little Dollar Tree cottage crafts. So recently a dear friend of mine, Stacy, sent me some beautiful pastel paints, and this is actually the Waverly chalk paint. It's from Walmart. I had been mentioning in my videos that I was out of them, and she blessed me with several different colors. So thank you, Stacy. It just re-energized my feeling for cottage crafts or just easy, gentle crafting that you can do. I think sometimes we just need things that are easy and gentle, and for me, crafting is even more about healing. I know that's probably funny to say, but it just helps me relax, and it gives my hands something busy to do, and it helps me beautify my home on a budget. So if you love that, I would love to have you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you punch the little bell next to the subscribe button and click all, it will update you every single time I post a new video. I do post 3 DIY videos a week on YouTube, as well as several a day on Facebook. So I'd love to invite you guys over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. I do crafting and some prayer over there, and so all of that fun stuff. But I know you guys are here for the crafts, so without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this first Dollar Tree DIY cottage craft, I want to take 2 of these little Dollar Tree clay pots. They come in a 2-pack, so it's now $1.25, but I'm just going to go ahead and paint them pink with the Ballet Slipper Waverly chalk paint, and I'm going to play some pretty music for you guys to listen to while you can watch me paint. So now that I have my clay pots painted pink, I'm just going to take this little Dollar Tree sponge brush and some Waverly white chalk paint, and I'm going to sponge brush some polka dots on the outside of these cute little pots. And you know, really guys, this would be such a fun little craft to do with your kiddos or grandkids. I remember I used to get paints out for my kids, and I usually used acrylic paints, which I think you could use for these pots because they were super absorbent. I noticed that I only had to put 1 coat of chalk paint on the clay pots. You could probably have put 2 on them. It might make the color a little bit darker, but I feel like 1 was sufficient. And you know, let your kiddos and grandkids just have fun with this. And then they also have a 3-pack of the clay pots that are even a little bit smaller for the kiddos to do. But this is a fun little craft. I think this would also be a fun little craft to organize for your family to do. And you can pick out some cute little flowers and put flowers in them like I'm going to do in just a sec. Now I'm adding some styrofoam to my cute little planter pots, and I just took some Dollar Tree styrofoam and I use a knife to cut it into a smaller piece. And then I'm taking these super cute little tulips. I actually found these on Amazon, and they were about $12, I think, for a 12-pack. And they're really high quality. They look really real. They're not the flaky, cheap kind. So I kind of feel like it was worth it to get a really nice quality. And then I'm just going to plant them in the little flower garden planter, and boom, you have some cute little planter pots. I popped them in next to the crosses that I'm going to share with you guys how I made, and I actually ended up giving these crosses to my daughter and her best friend, sweet Katie. And so anyway, I've gotten really hooked on making crosses and giving them out to my friends and people I care dearly for. I think it's a nice way to bless one another. this next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to share with you guys how you can take one of the wooden Dollar Tree crosses. These come in the Crafter Square section, and pick a pretty paint and really jazz them up. Now, I think that this is a great craft, again, for all ages. I love sharing with you guys just really simple ideas that you can do yourselves or kiddos, grandkids. Sometimes it's just so therapeutic to pop out your paintbrush, not put a lot of pressure on yourself, and just do a simple, easy craft. So that's what we're doing in this video. Simple, easy, little cute cottage crafts. I'm making this cross for my precious daughter. She's a teenager now. If you guys were with me at the beginning of my YouTube journey, she was pretty little. In fact, she even did some fun little crafts with me back in the day. Now I'm taking a pretty piece of decorative craft paper, and I had already flipped it over, but it has roses on the other side, and I just traced out the cross, because what I want to do is I want to put some of the rose paper back behind the cross so it just gently shows through. I don't want it to overshadow the cross, but just kind of gently highlight it. And my daughter has a lot of pink and black in her bedroom, so I thought that would be really pretty. And then I'm taking one of these beautiful jewels, and this is from Totally Dazzled. Natalie is such a precious dear heart, and she has this great little website. I'm going to link Totally Dazzled's website down below. She also runs really great sales, and I'm also using this paint pen to kind of outline the outline of the cross, just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. My paint pen is actually completely out, so I got a little frustrated with that part of this craft because I wanted to have more gold edging, but I think it came out really pretty regardless. And again, check out Natalie's totallydazzled.com site. She sells a ton of crafty bling, and it's so inexpensive. I used to make really fancy Victorian decor for some really fancy ladies, and I used a lot of bling, and I would hunt for bling, and it was always super expensive, but Natalie's bling is amazing, gorgeous, and also great if you're getting ready for a wedding. For this next DIY, I want to show you guys how to make a cute little bow for a lantern topper. And so I'm just going to take this ribbon and I'm going to fold over the ribbon in just one little loop. And this was actually just kind of a scrappy bow is what I call it. So you just take your ribbon, you fold it over into loops, and then you zip tie it off in the center. And this is a great way to either repurpose and reuse ribbon, or just take extra ribbon that is almost at the end of its roll and use. So I usually do my lanterns at the end of my season once I have all of my big mantle decor bows done, or wreaths or whatever, and so then I'll make this quick little scrappy bow. So again, I just loop the ribbon over on itself. I'm going to pinch it in the center, and then using a zip tie, I'm going to tie that off. Super simple, super easy, and a fun little way to make a lantern topper. And then you can zip tie it to the top of your lantern, or this is actually a great bow to use on wreaths. I use this on wreaths, on swags. You can use it on mantles, just whatever your heart desires for that. And then you can kind of twist it around and give it a little curly cue. And I'm taking some of these cute little tulips and putting them end to end. And the tulips, again, are off of Amazon. And I feel like they're so realistic. They're not like the junky, flaky tulips. They're really, really nice. I'll try to link some in my Amazon store, but you guys can also just go on Amazon. I believe it's a 12 to 13 pack for about $12. Which is a little bit expensive, but they are really, really nice quality. And so now I'm just going to take the bunny ribbon, and again, I'm just using up the rest of my roll on this ribbon, loop it over on itself, pinch it in the center, and then add it to this pretty little lantern. So fun and fabulous on a budget. And the lantern I did get from Hobby Lobby. For this next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take this beautiful little wooden cross and some white Waverly chalk paint and just give it a nice good coat of chalk paint. Now, this cross I'm making for my daughter's friend Katie, and she is such a sweet little dear heart, and I have been making crosses recently and giving them away. I gave another one to my friend Donna, and I like to write a special note and prayer to go along with these crosses, and I know it really touches people's heart. I think it makes them feel loved and appreciated, and it's a gentle reminder that God's watching over them. And I would feel like it would be such an honorable thing if somebody gave me a cross. I think we as women just need so much love and grace for each other and ourselves that we don't always give to ourselves. So I think it's nice to create something beautiful for someone and then pray over it and then give them a pretty note with some scripture and like a really heartfelt prayer, something if you know this person or, even just that for their age, that's age appropriate, just, whatever moves you and moves your heart. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and paint it white. And then the other thing I wanted to do was to just add a pretty little rose to the front of it. I wanted it to feel fairly simple. I need to go to Hobby Lobby and probably get some more pretty paper because I'm getting low on some of my pretty papers. But I thought this was just so sweet and beautiful. You can Mod Podge this to the front or you can just hot glue it. This is a heavy duty cardstock paper, so I felt like hot gluing would be fine. And that's what I ended up doing. And then you could add a bow. These are nice to add to a wreath. This is going to be really funny, you guys, but I'm actually thinking about starting even some of my Christmas ornaments right now. I know that's probably crazy, but I want to do like a really beautiful cottage theme for Christmas this year, and I don't really have any cottage ornaments. I'm going to start picking some up at like thrift stores and garage sales, but I think that might be fun to do. But even starting as early as now wouldn't be a bad idea, like doing some like crosses and different things like that I could put on my tree. So here's how it turned out. I just used this pretty little gold ribbon. It's kind of more of like a cording, but I think it just turned out really super pretty and totally budget friendly. And then again, a great way to give away your heart with a little note and a cross for your sweet loved one. Now, I am going to be having a giveaway going on for the month of April. I haven't decided what I want it to be, but I am thinking about it right now. And so anyway, if you guys need prayer, drop a prayer request down below. I love y'all so much. I'm going to pop in a clip of Benji Bear here. And I just want to encourage you guys to keep up the good work no matter where you're at, crafting, decorating, and your life's purpose in general. Look forward to the future with joy and hope, and allow God's mercy and grace to cover you and cover your hearts and those of your loved ones. So here is Benji Bear. He's so funny. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys again, and we're so blessed to have you here. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It is such a blessing and honor to have you all here. If you all are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivias Romantic Home, and I love to share with you guys how you can have a boutique, gorgeous home on a budget. I love to find goodies from Dollar Tree and the flea markets and Dollar General, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, and just take those items and paint them and give them new life, or add some florals and bows and all that kind of fun stuff. So if you guys love to craft and decorate on a budget, and if you just love homemaking in general, I would love to have you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribing is totally free. If you click the little bell and if you punch all, it will update you every single time I post a new video. I post several DIY videos a week on YouTube, as well as several a day over on my Facebook page. I have an Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. I would love to invite you guys over there. I do have a free group page for you all to post photos of your home decor and DIY projects. No videos, please, just photos. That way I can just keep the community streamlined. And I just want to compliment everybody that's on that community. Number one, for your patience, because I am a one-woman show. So I film, upload, craft, do all of it on my own, and then try to run all these pages on my own as well. So thank you for your patience always. It does take me a day or so to approve your posts, but just enjoy being on there and looking at everybody's crafts. And I encourage everybody to continue to stay kind and uplifting for as many people that I have on my Facebook page. It is such a great little community, and it's just really a safe place for us to post our photos of our home decor and DIY projects. And remind yourself and others that we are all at a different journey in our crafting and decorating. And for a lot of us, including me, it is crafting and decorating is therapeutic, and it gives my crafting and artistic ability a place to go. And so I love to focus on kind of seasonal decor. That way it gives my family something to look forward to when they come home for the holidays, or when they come home from school. So I think the art of homemaking is just so important, especially for women and grandmothers and even dads and grandfathers. So I love y'all. I thank you so much for being here. I'm hugging all of your hearts so tight. Recently this last year, I have been going through some pretty big things in my life. So I'm going to ask for a prayer. And if you all need prayer, drop a prayer down below. I know this is a praying community, and I thank you guys for that. But I will tell you that God always has his hands on us and on our lives. And so just a little quick reminder, let all that you do be done in love. I actually have a mug. I think I found it at Hobby Lobby or TJ Maxx that says that. And I think every time I grab that out, and it's a Corinthian scripture. You guys drop that scripture down below as well too. But just reminding ourselves when we approach pretty much everything in life, to do that with love. So if we get overwhelmed by anxiety or sadness or anger, go to your scriptures, go to your prayer cards, and release that through scripture and prayer, and try to just keep a loving attitude, even towards those hard people and hard situations in your life. I guarantee you that that will make a huge change. So anyway, I love y'all. Thank you for being here. I can't wait for our next video. And until then, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.